So, I'd like to do an unboxing here of the Yamaha MTX5-D. You won't see this piece of equipment on YouTube. I've searched, unless somebody has recently put that on. So, I thought I would go ahead and do an unboxing here. So I guess let's start. Yamaha makes very good products, which is why I tend to buy them. Even looking at the packaging, Yamaha puts a lot of thought into their products, and it's evident even on the packaging. So the box is nice and thick, well packaged, everything's well thought out. So let's go ahead and open the box. So, of course, we've got the manual here, very thick, a lot of pages, different languages. Of course, Yamaha has everything on a PDF. Let's see what we got here. I believe, I've never used these before, but I believe these are for okay. So these are the actual connectors for the back of the unit. Analog connectors. Phoenix, they're called two different things. They're called Euro blocks. I mostly know them by Euro blocks. And they're also called, I think Euro block is the European equivalent, what they call it in Europe. And then Phoenix connector is typically what you hear in the States. These make it very handy for connecting line level inputs to the back of the unit, such as microphone cables, stuff like that. Pretty handy. These are for the serial interface, I believe. I've never used them before. And what do we have here? What else do we have here? Cable ties. Unit here, power cable. That's it. It's out of the way. Oops. So here's the actual unit. Now you might be wondering, what am I looking at? This is basically a processor or the brain of an amplifier system, a line that Yamaha sells. They first came out with this 2014, 2015. It was a new lineup. And this is basically the processor or the brain of the system. This has no amplification built in. Its use is interconnecting their XMV series line of amplifiers to the unit. I could go into a long discussion about what this thing's capable of. It's a lot. It can do a lot of things. So I won't really cover too much into that. We'll just cover the actual physical aspects, what you see on the outside, and I'll get into a bit about the software and its capabilities. But right now I'm just trying to cover the physical aspects of the actual unit. So, being that it's digital signal processing driven unit, there's not many physical buttons. In fact, there's only 3 on the front here. There's only 3 buttons on the front here. up, down, enter. It's got some display lights, alerts. This has Dante, so primary and secondary ports of the Dante, sync, Y-diff, which I'm not going to use, power, scheduler, and SD card, which I'm not going to use either. And then basically we have input output, and it tells you the signals of each channel. This has 8 channels. Power button, fan in the front for cooling. On the back of the unit we have GPI serial type interface. Again, I never use that. Probably won't plan on using that. The unit ID for setting the ID, dip switches for doing that. So during the initial setup, you'll set the unit ID along with these dip switches. That's actually, you'll set that up, and then in the MTX editor, which is the proprietary software for this unit, that's where you do the unit ID and the software as you do the installation. DCP for the digital control panels, for the volume control panels. Y-diff, which I'm not going to use, and the Dante. Dante is what I'm actually going to use with a Yamaha switch. RCA, 2 RCA inputs, and then your physical analog inputs here using the Euro block connectors. I'm actually using the Yamaha subs, which I've covered in another video. They are IP subs, so I'll be using Dante with those on a switch. I will be using a few of these Euro blocks for actual analog connections to say like an iPad, different audio sources. I'll be also using the RCA cables for Bluetooth audio. I'll be using the Audio Engine B1. RS232C port, which I won't be using. So you can see power cord here, and it's got a fan on the back. It's got a slot here for a card. Actually, Yamaha makes a full range of cards called MY cards, mini cards. If you want to expand the inputs and outputs, they make a huge line. Extra Dante ports, TRS ports, a whole range of different inputs that you can add to this card and then add within the software. So it's very powerful, you know, what you can do with that. And what else do we have here? Power in 24 DC. I've never used that before. I'm not sure about that one. Anyways, like I said, there's not much to show in terms of the outside of the unit, being that it's digital. Build quality is very good. It's got strong rack mount ears. In terms of weight, it's a little hefty, not too bad. But the finish is very nice. The fans are very quiet. I have this in another restaurant for about a year and a half now. I have not had any issues with it. So the build quality is good. Power button feels nice and solid. Buttons feel good. Everything about this, the quality of the manufacturing of it, is of course Yamaha top notch, which is why I buy Yamaha. So very excited to get this installed. This will be connected to a Yamaha XMV-8280-D amplifier, and then a Yamaha SWR2100 switch. The subs will be connected to the switch. The actual speakers themselves, the VXC8s that I'm going to be installing, will be connected via the amplifier. The speakers do not get connected to the back of the unit. Overall, a good unit, and looking forward to getting it installed and getting it set up, and I will cover later, once I get the amplifier, the 8280, I'll do an unboxing of that, and then I'll cover in later videos the setting up the MTX editor, the DCP controllers, and various aspects of this installation. Well, thanks for watching.